Okay. Good morning to all of you, my dear students. Today we are going to study the third chapter of Flamingo book. The title of the third chapter is Deep Water, written by William Douglas. Before starting these chapters, have a look about the author, William Douglas. He was born in Maine, Minnesota, after graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in English and Economics. He spent 2 years teaching high school in Yakima. However, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. He met Franklin D. Roosevelt at Yale and became an advisor and friend to the president. Douglas was a leading advocate of individual rights. He retired in 1975 with a term lasting 66 years and remained the longest serving justice in the history of the court. The following excerpt is taken from Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. It reveals how, as young boy, William Douglas nearly drowned in swimming pool. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcome it. Notice how the autobiographical parts of selection is used to support his discussion of fear. Okay, now you can notice last two sentences from here. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcome it. Notice how the autobiographical part of the selection is used to support his discussion of fear. You can note it down or underline it, because by these two sentences you can understand the whole story in very short way. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the theme. Before starting the chapters, let us know about the theme. Theme of this lesson is a real life personal account of experiencing fear and the steps taken to overcome. This is the theme of this chapter, and sub theme of this chapter is psychological analysis of fear. Now we are going to read the chapter line by line and explanations also. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the detail of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other. The drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. I hated to walk naked into it and saw my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Okay. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. Now, very first starting line, it's reveal the intention of writer William Douglas. It had happened when I 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. It means writer William Douglas, when he was only 10 or 11 years old, he was decided to learn swimming. There was a pool at YMCA. Here the full form of YMCA is Young Men Christian Association. Okay, this is YMCA, Young Men Christian Association. Okay, in Yakima that offer exactly the opportunity. There was a pool. The name of that pool is MYCA, that I have told already about the full form of this. In Yakima that offer exactly the opportunity where he can learn how to swim. The Yakima river was treacherous. Again a word, treacherous means, okay, here the word treacherous means unreliable, that cannot be believed on it. Mother continually warned against it. It means William Douglas' mothers always warned him about that river and kept fresh in my mind the detail of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It means YMCA, a river is very okay. The Yakima river was treacherous, and mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the detail of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. Yakima river was very dangerous, but the pool of YMCA was very safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other here. Okay, and the drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. Here the word drop means slope. Okay, you can see, or basically in a pool you can see there are two sides. One side is very shallow and next side somewhat deep or deeper. Okay, it was 9 feet. One side it was only 2 feet deep, but the next side more deep. It 9 feet deep. Okay, so I hated to walk. Now you can see here the picture of Yakima river in your book or in this video also. Okay, move next. Naked into it and saw my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. Okay, naked into it and saw my skinny legs, because he was very thin, so he was feel very shyness to go into the water in shorts. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old, and father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung onto him. Yet the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves.
और उसके बाद जब इसका आंसर डिस्कस करिएगा तुरंत तो
Okay. By starting second paragraph, the first question arises, that is, how and when did Douglas develop an aversion to the water? Okay, as you know about it, when he was 4 years old, he went to California beach along with his father. Okay, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. Here it is a word, aversion. Aversion means great dislike. So Douglas I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. When he was on the beach, he had a very great dislikes for the waves. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old and father took me to the beach in California. This incident was occurred when he was 4 years old along with his father in the California. He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him. Okay. At the waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. At that time, when the waves came over him, he was very frightened. But at the same time, his father laughed at him because his father knew about that this is not so powerful waves that he may drown. Okay. So move ahead. My introductions to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. But in a little while I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventures happened. Okay. Now, in third paragraph, he was talking about his present time. It means he was 10-year-old. My introduction to YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memory and stirred childish fear. At this age, he recalled his very past memories from the age of 4-year-old. But in little while, I gathered confidence. It means when he recalled that memory, he was very frightened, fearful, but in little while he gathered confidence. After some time he get somewhat confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watched the others boys. He was just copying to learn swimming by watching other persons who were in that pool. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and just beginning to feel ease in the water when the misadventure happened. He just tried practicing 2 or 3 days. After that, one day somewhat misadventurous things happened with him. Before moving further, have a look about the question number first from the section of Think As You Read. What is the misadventure that William Douglas speaks about? You can see in your book. Okay. The answer of this question is you have to find out from this paragraph. Okay. So just look it here. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet, the water was still, and the tile's bottom was as white as clean as the bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, so I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. Okay. He went to the pools, and at that time there was nobody, so he waited for someone because he was very fearful to go inside the pool alone. Okay. I had not been there long When it came a big bruiser of was probably 18-year-old. He had thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. He yelled, "Hi skinny, how would you like to be ducked?"
with his movement. ठीक है?
Okay. So now you can find out the answer of your first question. What is the misadventures that William Douglas speaks about? Okay. I had not been there long when in came a big bruisers of a boy. Here the word big bruiser means, you can see here, big bruiser means bully boy, a very strong person. Okay. So probably 18-year-old. Probably he was 18-year-old. He had thick hair on his chest. He was beautiful physical specimen. He has a very beautiful physical appearance with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. He yelled, "Hi skinny, how would you like to be ducked?" And he asked me, "Hi skinny, would you like to be ducked?" Ducked means, here a word, ducked means dip. Okay. He just asked to Mr. Douglas that, "Would you like to be swim or dip in the water?" Okay. With that, he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. I landed in a sitting position, swallowed water and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. On the way down, I plunged. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface, lie flat on it, and paddle to the edge of the pool. Okay. Suddenly, what happened with him? With that, he picked me. It means that strong person, bully person, pick him up and just tossed him, throw into the deep water. He landed in a sitting positions. Means he just fall in that pool from the bottom side and swallowed water, and he just drank some waters because he was drowning at that time. Went at once to the bottom. I frightened. Mr. Douglas was very frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. He was frightened enough, but he didn't lose his wit. On the way down, I plunged. Now, can you imagine that when somebody was drowning, he has proper time to planning? No. So, on the way down, I plunged, but the William Douglas was planning at that time. It's not planning. Suddenly, ideas came in his mind. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface. He just planned that. When I touched the bottom of this pool, I just jumped from that. I just jumped. Okay. When he touched the bottom, just hit it by his legs and come to the surface and paddled edge of the pool, and somehow he able to come to the edge of the pool. Okay. It seemed a long way down. Those 9 feet were more like 90, and before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring upwards. I imagined I would bob to the surface like a cork. Instead, I came up slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water that had a dirty yellow tinge to it. I grew panically. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only water. I was suffocating. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water, but not my mouth. Okay. It seemed a long way down. Now he was going inside the water deeper and deeper. Those 9 feet were likely to be 90 feet. The exact deep of that pool is 9 feet, but at that time he feel that it was very deep. It means 90 feet. And before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. Before he just touched the bottom of that pool, he feels that his lungs were going to burst. Means, but when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength and made that I thought was a great spring upward. I imagined I would bob to the surface like a cork. Instead, I came up slowly. He just thought about that when he jumped, when he hit the bottom, he came out very fast. But it happened opposite of what he thought. He came slowly, opened my eyes and saw nothing. Inside the water, he opened his eyes, but he cannot able to see anything. Only water everywhere, just around him, only water are there. Okay. I grew panically. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hand clutched only at water. I reached up. He just tried to catch a rope, but unfortunately there was no ropes. He just catch water. I was suffocating. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. He just tried to speak or scream, but the words of his didn't came out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water, but not my mouth. Okay, because of suffocations, his eyes and mouth came off water, but it means he was very fearful and suffocated. Okay. Now, in next paragraph, I floated at the surface of water, swallowed and choked. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights. Paralyzed and rigid, a great force was pulling me under. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I had started on a long journey back to the bottom of the pool. When he came at the surface, I fled. Fled means to wave by his hands. At the surface of water, swallowed and choked. I tried to bring my legs up. He's just trying to come out of the water, but they hung as dead weights. But their legs are not responding him. It feels like paralyzed. A great force was pulling me under. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I was trying to scream at that time, but nobody was there to hear me. I had started on the looking journey back to the bottom of pool. Now he was going inside again. I struck at the water as I went down, expending my strength as one is nightmares fight as irresistible force. I had lost all my breath. My lungs ached, my head throbbed. I was getting dizzy, but I remembered the strategy. I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork on the surface. I would lie flat on the water, strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs. Then I would get to the edge of pool and be safe. Now, in this paragraph, I struck at the water as I went down. When he went down inside the pools, just he hit the bottom. and come out of the surface. I had lost my breath. He was completely lost his breath. My lungs ached, my head throbbed. It means his lungs was very painful at that time because lack of oxygen. My head throbbed. I was getting dizzy. He was somewhat getting some dizziness, but he remembers his strategies what to do. Okay, I would spring from the bottom of the pool and came like a cock up surface. Just hit the bottom of the pool and come out of the surface very soon. I would lie flat on the water. He just planned his strategy that when he came out of the water, just flat over the surface, strike out with my arms and chest with my legs. Then I would get to the edge of pool and be safe. Just see, anyhow he reached towards the edge and be safe. Okay, I went down endlessly. I opened my eyes, nothing but water with a yellow glow, dark water that one could not see through. Now, third time, he went down and down endlessly. He felt that there was no bottom of this pool. He opened his eyes, nothing's to visible him, only yellow glow water everywhere, dark water that one could not see through, that as dark as that, nothing's to visible in that water. And then sheer stark terror seized me, terror that knows to understanding, terror that knows no control, terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. I was shaking underwater. I was paralyzed underwater, stiff, rigid with fears. Even the scream in my throat were frozen. Only my heart and the pounding in my head said that I was still alive. Okay. He was very terror and very frightened, that knows no understanding, that he didn't know what to do properly. Okay, terror that knows no control. I was paralyzed underwater. He was completely helpless in the water. Stiff, rigid, just it feels that he feels that his legs and all the parts of body frozen, that is not responding what he just trying. Even the scream in my throat were, even his scream, his speak out, just frozen inside his throat. Only his heart and pounding, heart and head that was still alive. Okay, in this paragraph he just describing about his helplessness, that inside the water he was very helpless. Only his mind and heart was alive, it means moving, and all the body parts not responding him. Okay, and then in the midst of terror came a touch of reasons. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. At last I felt the tiles under me. My toes reached out as if to grab them. I jumped with everything I had. Okay, now see here. And then in the midst of the terror came to the touch of reasons. Finally he just hit the bottom. Finally he touched the bottom of that pool. At last I felt the tiles under me. My toe reached out and grabbed them. I jumped with everything I had. Now you can see here, what is this sentence? I jumped with everything I had, means everything here refers to what he has remain the energy. Okay, he jumped what he has energy to come out of that pool, but the jump made no difference The water was still around me. I looked for ropes, ladder, water, wings, nothing but water. I looked for rope. So, this is the first part of this lesson. We will discuss it in two parts. Okay.